Hey everyone, it's time for day 7 of Alone with You. Can't really remember what we were doing last time. I think that we went to the plant place again and then talked to the plant lady. But we'll see what we have the opportunity to do this time. Hello again. Could you please come see me in the core? Just wanted to ask you about something. Man, Corey, it's real lame of you to call your house the core. It's like too on the nose. You know what I mean? Thank goodness we were able to make progress on the food supplies for the ship yesterday. We're getting closer to properly stocking up. Miss Baloneyland was able to take your data and help me retool how the ship's food processor will supply you. It may not taste good, but it'll last a lot longer. To be honest, she seemed quite pleased with herself, something about a photo giving her a bit of extra drive to solve difficult problems. As long as everyone is focused on getting the escape ship in the best possible condition, I'm satisfied. Alright. So, what else? Corey wanted us to go to the core to talk to him. Do you know what today is? No. No, of course not. That was an unfair question. How could you? Today is my birthday. I don't know how we would have known that, Corey, but I mean, happy birthday, I guess. More accurately, my date of activation was today, back in 2048, when you all arrived. That means I've been active for exactly 16 years. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, I appreciate the sentiment. Normally, I would not mention such an arbitrary bit of information, but, well, I suppose that now it is just the two of us. I felt the need to share this with you. Don't tell me you're going rogue, Corey. You're not allowed to have feelings. You're just a machine. I noticed how much happier the holograms seemed to be after your evening meetings, because you and they shared information. So I thought I'd give it a try, I suppose you would say. In any case, you have 3 more areas you can visit today. Head to the shuttle bay when you're ready. Oh, yeah, where should we go today? I believe our options are the mine, the other base, and the communication tower. Yeah, the caves, which is the mining area, the colony, and comms relay station. I think we should go to the caves, cause maybe we'll find out what happened to the guy who was building the Iron Man suit, and also it seems like it would be more useful for our escape to have more fuel than it would be to go to the communication tower and send a message into space, or whatever we were supposed to do at that other colony, which I don't remember. You know, the more I see it, the scarf that our character is wearing, it really is pretty snazzy. Like, I wonder if I could pull off a red scarf in real life. Cause it looks damn good. Anyway, good, you've reached the refinery. The crystals you saw in the mines are processed and refined here into usable energy. This facility was considered very dangerous when seismic activity began to compromise the colony. Unfortunately, that meant reduced energy production. We need to see if there's any processed energy stores that we can salvage for the escape ship. Let's see if the refinery is still operational. Yeah, let's refine some shit. It sure is quiet in there. I'm not picking up much machine activity at all. There, those 3 doors should let you check on the various components of the refinery. There's a lot of like steam going on here. Won't be able to access that door until the steam has been shut off. Yeah, that seemed kind of obvious. Got a conversion chamber, but we need a password. Go to this treatment chamber, but it's locked. So I guess the only real place we can go is here. And we can climb down to the 2nd floor or look at the debris. That place has sustained a lot of damage. The debris in front of you is completely blocking the door to the access tubes. You won't be able to descend to the next floor that way. But we can take the ladder, that's fine. Alright, level 2 tube access. So this is, I guess, the elevator that we would have taken, but it's blocked on the 2nd floor. Let's go up to past that area that we couldn't see before. Because if there's an area you can't get to from one way, but you can from the other way, there's always secrets. Video Games 101. Underneath the rubble of that collapse lies the remains of Project Control Supervisor Ren Nomura. Similarly to Mr. Yeager in the Agrodomes, Mr. Nomura wasn't killed by the debris. He lived for a short time afterward. How can you tell? Your scan revealed scratches in the floor by a metal object. Apparently he wished to record a message. Well, what was the message? Markings on the floor are crude, but the message reads Lu Mu MBA B TRA Y EDUS. I mean, why would he write it like that? Why didn't he just write Lumumba betrayed us? Still, that's a shocking revelation. Tube goes down, do you want to go down? Of course that's what we do. We could maybe go down some more, but I don't want to do that right now. So we know Lumumba betrayed these people somehow. But why? They were his friends, and he went down into the mines to try to save some of those people, so why would he betray these people? People are so complex. I'm picking up heavy particulates and traces of an explosion through your suit's filters. That corridor must be in ruins. I mean, yeah, looks like it's in pretty bad shape, I'm not gonna lie. What the hell is this? Those are the charred remains of engineer Hana Peng, I'm afraid. The condition and position of the remains suggest she was killed by a blast. Destruction of that hallway is the likely candidate. It's possible that she was inside the nearby chamber and was blasted out there. Are you okay? Why wouldn't I be okay? How many dead bodies have I seen by now? I mean, I'm kinda used to it by now. Of course I'm okay. You're demonstrating remarkable resolve in the face of such senseless loss and destruction. I'm afraid that this will likely not be our last unfortunate discovery, as we still have much work to do. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to see a lot more dead bodies. A lot of password doors here, and not a lot of passwords to go around. So I guess we'd have to go downstairs. Even more down. Alright, this seems like the lowest floor. Explosion on the floor above you affected that area too. The seismic event must have exacerbated the damage, causing the sinkhole. Well, I mean, let me see the sinkhole before you comment on the sinkhole, Corey. Or otherwise I'm not gonna know what you're talking about. Looks like they built like a crude bridge across this thing. Sub-T access room. I hope we're on a linear path to all the passwords and crap that we need. The reception is really weak down there. I'm picking up something up ahead very faintly. Is that a drone? This thing? That drone is an excavation model. If you can find replacement parts for it, you should be able to operate it. Oh shit, I can be Iron Man. There's a serial number etched into the drone's shell, 7623. Maybe that'll be helpful. Well, I'm sure it will be, but... Pile of debris blocking our path. We need to find a way to clear it, such as using this drone. But all we got from this is the drone's number 7623, which I'm probably not going to remember, to be quite honest. Maybe I'll write it down. Alright, 7623. I hope I end up needing it, because if I wrote it down for no reason, I'm gonna be annoyed in a very small way. But there's nothing to interact with here. So... I don't know what they want from me. They didn't give me the password. They didn't let me unlock any doors or anything. Maybe I can use 7623 on some of those doors that were like passcode. Yeah, so let's try the number. It was 7623. Oh, it worked. I mean, it had to. That was literally the only clue or anything that we had. Unless the password was Lumumba betrayed us. Parts from another drone that is no longer functioning. You can use these to repair the drone in the underground passage. Great. This isn't everything you need, though. You'll need to find another set to be able to repair the drone down there. We'll find them. Don't worry. Alright, we got some broken computers, dead body. Who dat? Your scan reveals that to be the body of Safety Supervisor Bill Dupree. He appears to have died of chemical exposure. Well, that doesn't sound very safe. Maybe you should supervise yourself, Bill. Likely he somehow carried himself to that control room. He would have been in terrible agony, I'm afraid. Wow. Readouts from that console control room explain a lot. It looks like the reason so much of the facility is shut down is due to some kind of emergency. There were leaks, compromises in key systems, and a general state of disarray. The facility was shut down for safety reasons. That console will let you release the lock to maintenance control on this floor. Maybe you'll find some way to get those chambers open there. Do you want to open the maintenance control door? Of course I do. Alright, what's this thing say? Terminal's local storage has been severely damaged, but it can still read external media. Alright, got another floppy reader. Got no floppies to put in there. Unless we put our 4.5-inch floppy in there. I think... Wait. Shit, was it longer last time? Did I say 8.5 the other time? It's of average size, okay? Oh hey, more parts. Nice. Got everything you need. You're ready to return to the underground passage now. Inspect large pipe. Only large pipe I'm inspecting is the large pipe I'm carrying around everywhere I go. That flexible pipe is carrying byproducts and toxins away. It might be where the steam on the floor above you is coming from. If you pull the pipe out, it should allow you to access that chamber door. You going to do so? Yeah, why not? Who needs to filter out harmful toxins and stuff? Actually, let's go up there before we go repair the drone. So we got treatment chamber. Can't open it. Alright, let's try the password 7623 on this thing. Nope, that's not it. Really need to learn the proper way to get out of those things. That didn't seem to work. We did unlock this steamy door though, so let's see what's in here. Oh no, it's a complete mess in there. It's not that messy. I mean, machines are probably broken, but that's not messy necessarily. That huge machine uses complicated nanobots and chemical solutions to remove dirt and impurities from the mind crystal shards. From here, the pure crystal gets transferred to a conversion chamber, but that chamber is a mess, and the separator looks completely inoperable. That's bad news. Without all of these chambers functioning, we can't process new energy for the escape ship. We'll have to see what kind of condition the conversion chamber is in. Without the separation chamber, we can't even begin the refining process. Alright, so that's not that great. That machine doesn't seem to be working. But let's go try to fix that drone. I think that's the only thing we can do at this point. Man, it's kind of a long walk, though. Alright, Drone Fixer 69, that's what they call me on the internet. Should have the parts you need now. Are you gonna attempt to fix the drone? Yeah. Hey there, bud. Chill out, dude. Oh, did it just explode? The entire thing just... I must not be very good at fixing drones then, huh? Signal is faint and I registered a large explosion. Are you alright down there? I mean, that seemed to be okay. It's very good news. I must confess, I was quite worried for a moment there. Quite worried. In any case, I'm glad to see you have been unaffected. Looks like that explosion cleared out the path in front of you. Please do be careful down there. The faint signal is not reassuring, and I wouldn't want you to venture to where we couldn't communicate. Looks like a sleeping area was set up here. Along the ground are ventilation cables and a micro generator. I think they're called ventilation ducts. I don't think you can vent things through a cable. Those maintenance tools have been heavily modified. They're portable tools for reading and regulating the processing chambers in the refinery. Someone was keeping offline records on those instead of using the facility's networked readings. Those are scraps of handwritten notes by Mr. Lumumba, snippets of formulae? Just say formulas. Come on, Corey, don't be pretentious. Anyway, formulas, what-if scenarios, and on-the-fly adjustments. Is Mr. Lumumba really tampering with the refinery? Why would he do such a thing? Thanks to him, we cannot extract any useful energy from there. This is most troubling. Man, this friggin' guy sabotaging everything. The data card looks to be in good shape. You can use it in a terminal to read its contents. Oh, I will. I love to read data cards. So I guess at this point, looking at what's on this floppy disk is all we can do here. It sounds like the machines aren't gonna be working for us because of the stuff that guy was doing. But maybe he got some useful data and put it on that floppy disk for us or something. Well, not for us, but for himself. I think the floppy disk reader was at the lefternmost edge of this floor. Reading the data card now. It's a bit slow since the terminal is in such poor repair. The file on here I can still read for you. It's called JLUM000003. It reads, "Things are worse than ever. Nomura is getting suspicious. It's getting more and more difficult to work without being noticed. Bill, I think he knows. He's probably on his way to confront me, but the seismic activity is getting out of hand. Sound of loud explosion and rumbling. Damn it, another movement. That was a big one. I hope I'm not trapped down here. It sounded bad. Going to need to seal off the chambers to avoid further meddling. I'll switch access codes. They'll know something's up, but it's the only way. I'll make the code to the upper chambers filter. It'll have to do." Wow, so this guy really did kind of betray them, didn't he? He like changed the door locks and prevented them from doing their jobs because he thought like, no, I know better than a team of trained experts and my opinion is all that matters, so screw them. And it's kind of a dick move. But anyway, so filter, I think, was that password. And I think there's only one door on the upper level that still needs to be opened up. So let's go see what's in there. I guess there was 2 doors up here, but this is the only one I have the password to get into. Oh, this doesn't look promising. It looks just like the other one. So, I mean, I guess since you said that one looked like crap, this one is also the same. The crystals that are fed into the conversion chamber are cracked at a molecular level and turned into microscopic pieces. Think of it like a melting process, except the crystals don't melt. They get converted into millions of tiny particles like an extremely fine sand. This makes them light and soluble in a transport solution so they can act as fuel. The results from here move on to the treatment chamber. Just like the separation chamber, this machinery has been heavily damaged. We don't have the time or ability to repair it like this. That's a damn shame, Corey. Alright, well, we've been to these 2 now. Oh, why is this one unlocked suddenly? Just because we went in the other one? Anyway, I don't have high hopes for this. Well, neither do I, because you're not giving me any hope. This final chamber takes the particles from the separation chamber, combines them with transport solution, and then removes harmful byproducts. The result is the final energy fuel that's used to power the colony in a form that's easy to transport and reasonably safe. But in this condition, the chamber won't help us at all. Entire components of the machinery have been removed or damaged. Poor Bill Dupree must have been in this room when it went off. To think that he managed to make it down to the control room in his condition. Well, I'm afraid we've wasted our time. There is no hope of extracting any useful energy from the refinery for the escape ship. What's more curious is that the planet's seismic activity wasn't completely to blame. It appears the facility was seriously tampered with. In any case, there's nothing more we can accomplish today. When you're ready, return to the surface and let's get you home. Great! Home is where I want to be. I love home. So what did we find at this place? What a waste. What happened in there? I dare say I think you should ask Mr. Lumumba tonight about this. We're in quite a position now. Yeah, I guess it seems like he was, being a renegade, taking matters into his own hands, and he messed up the machinery. Now we're in a much worse position. So we will have to ask him what the heck is up. I mean, the hologram won't know. He'll just be like, well, I was backed up before my real version turned into an asshole. Well, you're back again. Come see me when you're ready to sync up, as usual. That is as usual. Hey, Corey! Okay, I've got everything synced from today. Have fun tonight. I will have fun tonight. I'm up all night to get lucky, as they say. Although I guess I'm gonna be talking to this Lumumba guy, so how fun could that really be? It's time. You know what to do, I'm sure you'll have fun. Hey there, I was just running some fuel simulations. With the current escape ship, you're gonna need too much fuel. I'm trying to tighten that up. Heard you went to the refinery today. How was that? Yeah, kinda disappointing. Damn, so the refinery is no longer operational, eh? That's a shame. We really could have used a better supply of processed crystals. Before, we were researching improved methods of processing the crystal into fuel. There was always a problem with volatility and safety. Just when we thought we had a new, better source, we'd discover some danger with extraction or transport, and we'd be back at square one. I don't know what the real Jean was doing, but I was hoping you'd find some answers in that refinery. Did you find out anything else? Found some dead bodies. Oh, that's terrible. I don't remember that far, to be perfectly honest. I don't remember what happened there at all. You know, Pierre and I sent a few messages back and forth at the beginning. I don't know if we continued to do so. He would have reports all the time about people that died, how our numbers were always getting smaller. Just thinking about that even now really gets to me. And now you're all that's left, so to see that, I guess I don't know how you do it, how you find the strength to keep going. What else did you find in the refinery? I found a real mess. A ruined facility and more casualties. These missions of yours are bringing worse and worse news. Damn. If the place was destroyed like that, no wonder you weren't able to use the refinery at all. I'm surprised you were able to explore as much as you did. Back in Colony B, before I left Pierre and the others to return to the caves, things got bad. The compromised structures affected our safety, health, everything. If the other colonists were exposed to waste materials from the refining process, or there was an explosion, that could have caused a lot of what you saw. How terrible, all those good minds to waste, and all that equipment we could have used. Apparently you're the one who messed all that stuff up, dude. How about that message that dude left? Oh, what kind of message? Wait, you say Nomura wrote that? That you found it by his body? No, that can't be. That doesn't make any sense. Why would he think that that the other Jean, why would he think he betrayed him? That's just not possible. Look, I may be incomplete, but I'm still Jean, and I swear to you, I would never betray my staff or my colleagues. Yeah, but you did though. I mean, even in your own diary, you were like, screw them, I'm changing the passcodes and stuff. Listen, I know what you must think. I don't know what the other Jean did, but I'm sure it was in the best interests of the people around him, because that's what I would do. I must have been trying to solve our problem. I must have been desperate, but I know I would have done it for the right reasons. You believe me, don't you? I mean, there's not much use in telling this hologram I think he's a piece of shit because his real real life version was, so I'll tell him I believe him and I have faith in him and junk. I knew you would. You understand these things, being in this position. It's so difficult to keep going, you know? Listen, I don't want you to doubt me, so let's talk, honestly. Ask me about anything and I'll be completely truthful with you. Alright. Let's ask about his staff. Yes, of course, let me tell you about the people I worked with. Listen, I won't lie and say there wasn't conflict between any of us. The stress of keeping the facilities running sometimes took its toll. But those people were there because they were the best. I handpicked every single one. Ren, Bill, all of them. I don't know what happened out there to the real me, but I know I wouldn't hurt anybody knowingly. We were actually one of the closer working groups too. We'd always celebrate people's birthdays in the research center. I remember that. Oh yeah, that's how you know people are close, when you celebrate your coworker's birthday. But maybe I didn't pay enough attention to the staff at the refinery. That crew seemed tougher. Perhaps I misjudged them. Okay, see, I'm being as honest as I can. What else do you want to know about? Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me? Alright, I'll tell you something I've never told anyone. I mean, you don't have to go too personal here. When we first arrived, it took a while for everyone to settle in and adjust. Most of my staff handled the move very well, which made things easier. But I didn't. Not at all. I was always the exploring type, and I was caught off guard by how stifling it could be to live in a colony like this, despite our preparation. So I worked a lot. Physically, I mean. More than I should have, than I was supposed to. But it kept me busy and tired, which gave me less time to panic or feel trapped. I broke my leg once trying to sort out a situation with some of the mining drones. Had to be taken to the Colony B medical bay, but none of my staff knew. In fact, nobody did. I asked the medical staff to suppress the records from people like Pierre. I guess I was embarrassed or ashamed. Okay, I mean, I understand, but I don't care, really. But I'm telling you now, see? Because I'm not embarrassed to share things like this with you. I know I can trust you, and you can trust me. I mean, you're just a hologram, dude. Okay, see, I'm being as honest as I can. What else do you want to know about? Dude, like, you're trying too hard to prove yourself to me. And like that story that you told me that was supposed to be like all opening up to me, that was of no consequence at all. So, alright, what about Pierre? I see, you want to know about Pierre and me. Sure, I promised I'll be completely honest. The director and I consulted each other on all things. He put up a good front, he really had to. But he confided in me his worries about how the project was going. He was this genius visionary, but in many ways he wasn't suited to lead everyone. Yeah, no shit, he ran away from his duties. It's not that he didn't care, but he was preoccupied with all the details of the facilities. We grew very close over the years. I guess I was one of the few who he felt he could relate to. Whatever the reason, we spent a lot of time together. And then, after the Rift event started all this, we didn't agree on as much as before. I won't go into all the details, but we had a pretty big falling out. I went off to the caves to try to salvage that situation, and he... well, to be honest, I don't know what happened. I guess that's partly why we're here. Well, I hate to say it, but I think we're running out of time again. It's probably best that we wrap this up. You still have so much to do, I know. I hope you understand how honest I've been with you, and I hope you'll come back soon. I know that together we can figure this all out. Listen, when you're out there, look around for me, okay? I want to know what happened to the people I worked with. I want the whole story. Be careful out there. I'm rooting for you. I mean, I gotta say, I'm not super interested in this guy. I mean, he was cool when he was Iron Man, but now he's just yet another asshole in a leadership position who, like, thinks he's smarter than all his subordinates and then messes things up. So, yeah, definitely lost some points with me there, but, anyway, so, yeah, that's it for day 7 of Alone with You. We'll see what happens next time, but until then, thanks for watching. Take care.